Hi, Dr. Todd Sullivan from Nova Chiropractic and Acupuncture. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Hypervolt Go 2 by Hyperice. This is the second generation of this device. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go over the features, I'm going to discuss how it's different from the original Hypervolt Go, and then I'm also going to discuss who I'd recommend this device for. The Hypervolt Go 2 is a portable massage device. It has 3 speeds, weighs 1.5 pounds, and has a 3-hour battery life. It features Hyperice's patented Quiet Glide technology, which helps keep this device really quiet. And it's one of the reasons I prefer this over some of the other mini massage devices on the market and even the original Hypervolt. It's a very quiet device, so for me, I'm using it in the office with patients. It's a very quiet but powerful massage device. Over the past several years, I've reviewed dozens of massage devices that I use in the chiropractic office. By far, the Hyperice brand and the Hypervolt and the Hypervolt Go are by far my favorite devices that I currently use on a day-to-day basis. And the reason for that is they're powerful enough for me to provide the correct treatment, they're quiet enough, and then they're also very ergonomic. So compared to some of the other brands out there, I find this brand to be reliable. I find it to be, again, just easy to use, and that's why I always come back to using this device. One of the downsides to the original Hypervolt is it's kind of bulkier and heavier. So I was always looking for a smaller version of that original Hypervolt. Hyperice came out with the Hypervolt Go, and that was a game changer for me because, again, it was easy to use, very lightweight, and I could recommend it to my older patients that maybe didn't have as much grip strength, and I always had an issue with the original Hypervolt, which was heavier. This is very easy to use, and I honestly think for a majority of people, this is the one that they should be getting. I think that it's powerful enough to get the right amount of penetration and vibration, but it's also light enough and it's not bulky to use. The Hypervolt Go 2 comes with 2 massage heads. It comes with the flat head that we traditionally see with a lot of massage devices, and it comes with a bullet head. I'll be honest, I rarely use the bullet head. I always use this flat head because, one, it's more comfortable and you can apply it to majority of muscles, whereas the bullet size is very pinpoint. Very rarely do you want to get in that deep on an area because it's very uncomfortable. Whereas this flat head works very well for majority of areas. The regular Hypervolt comes with a few other attachments. I would recommend you purchase one additional head from Hypervolt, and that's going to be the ball head. So they have a plastic ball head that it will fit right into this. It's made for the Hypervolt, but I think it's also a great attachment for this one because it can slide over clothing a lot easier. It can actually get in a little bit deeper, but not on a comfortable level of depth. And then this one also works great, but it doesn't get in as deep because it's more of a flatter surface. They did improve that a little bit, and I'll talk about that in a second, but I do recommend you get the ball attachment from Hyperice, and you can order that on their website. Now let's talk about a couple of the changes they've made from the original Hypervolt Go to the Hypervolt Go 2. So the obvious one is the color. So now they have an Arctic gray color, and that's the only color it comes in. I like it actually though, and it's a different color than the traditional massage devices, which are all black. And I think that this will actually, I was worried that maybe it would get dirty easily, but it's actually a great color gray, and it can actually just wipe pretty clean. I've been using it for a while, and I have not had any issues with it. The next major change you're going to see is the design of the device. The original Hypervolt Go is a more straight up and down and then just out to the actual treatment head. Whereas the Hypervolt Go 2 now has this portion that sticks out from the backside of the device, and that's actually where the power button is. So on the other Hypervolts, this is where the traditional power button is, and you can see the power level that's displayed right on the back of this. As opposed to the original Hypervolt Go, the on-off button was right here, and that's also how you change the power settings. But on the bottom, you have to look under here to see what speed you're in. So I like it. This is more intuitive. This is how a lot of other massage devices work, and this is how the original Hypervolt works. So it's just more intuitive. You're not hitting it with your hand when you're gripping it, and you just press it back here, and then you go through the different speeds through that way. And then obviously to shut it off, you just press that button and hold it down, and it shuts right off. One subtle change they made with the Hypervolt Go 2 is with one of the attachment heads. So the flat attachment head, it's hard to see, and you can't really see it unless you're in person, But the original one is this, just kind of the traditional flat head. It's like silver dollar size, and it just fits right on there. And it has just a slight bulge to it, but I'd say it's pretty flat, like a lot of other massage devices. This one has a little bit of a convex surface to it. So what that's going to do is, because provides less surface area pressing on the tissue, it may be able to get a little bit deeper. I also found that it was able to slide over muscles and clothing a little bit easier. And I don't know if that's because of the convex kind of bulge to it, but I like this a little bit better. I felt like it got a little bit deeper and slid over the tissues a little bit easier. So that's just one subtle difference. Again, if you didn't have the original one, you wouldn't really even notice a difference, but it's something that I pick up on because I use these all day long. And again, I also would recommend you do get the ball attachment too, and that's gonna get even a little bit deeper than the flat head. But again, this one will get in a little bit deeper if you just use this one. Now let's talk about some of the pros and cons of the Hypervolt Go 2. The first pro to the Hypervolt Go 2 is its weight. It's about 1.5 pounds, which to me, compared to a lot of the other devices on the market, is very light. But I also feel like it's powerful enough to get deep into the tissues, as opposed to some of the other mini massage devices on the market just are very weak and they can't get to the depth that you need to. This, I feel like, is a good blend because it's not bulky, it's not heavy, but it can get to the depth that you need. Another pro of this device is I also like the ergonomics of it. I feel like it's very easy to use. You can hit most spots by yourself or if you're treating somebody else. And then also the new design that they have on the back here, where that's for the power button and the different power levels. I feel like that was a good redesign. It was kind of awkward with the little grip power button and then also having to look at the speed on the bottom there. So that's a really good pro to this as well. And again, for the majority of people, this is going to be powerful enough for what you need. Now let's talk about a couple of the negatives of this device. The first is going to be there's only 2 attachments. So again, you get the flat silver dollar size head, and then you get the bullet style. Again, I really don't use the bullet one a lot. I mainly just use either the flat one or the round one, which again, you can buy from Hyperice on their website, and I would recommend you get it because it's designed to work with the Hypervolt original one, but it will fit into this one as well. They're interchangeable, and you easily just put it in. And those are the 2 treatment heads I recommend for majority of the muscles that we treat. Another negative of the Hypervolt Go 2 is going to be there's no case that comes with it. Majority of other massage devices on the market come with a case. So it would be nice if you could keep your charging cable, the 2 treatment heads, and the device all in one. And because it's very small, it would fit really well into any size case and be very easy to transport. My final negative of the Hypervolt Go 2, and it's more about the brand Hyperice, is the charging cable. So they use their proprietary charging cable that plugs into the bottom of this device. I really wish a lot of these companies would use a USB-C charging cable, because if you lose your charging cable, you have to buy another one and you can't use it until you get that cable in. Whereas opposed to USB-C, we have these around the house. It's very easy to charge these up. But that's a general one. A lot of the Hyperice's devices use their own charging cable, so it's just something we're gonna have to deal with. But again, that's just another negative I noticed about this device. So who is the Hypervolt Go 2 designed for? I would recommend this device to a majority of people. I feel like just a general person who has aches and pains, chronic muscle tension, even if you're working out but not an extreme athlete, I think this is going to be sufficient for you. It gets very deep into the tissues for what you need. You can apply it to a lot of the areas, very easy to use and maneuver and not super heavy. And that's why it's a great portable device, and I highly recommend it. I keep it in my workout bag. I keep one at home. It's very easy to use and very effective for what the average person needs. So who is this not for? I would say the extreme athlete, somebody that has a lot of muscle tone, a lot of muscle density. They need the strongest massage device on the market in order to get to that depth. But again, this is why they came out with this. This is going to be for the average person. This is going to be sufficient. And again, it's cheaper. So this comes in at about $200, whereas a lot of the original ones are about $350, I think. So it's a savings, and you don't need it. I mean, you don't need to pay that extra money for features you're not going to use when this is going to provide most of what you do need. If you have any questions, reach out to me at 703-912-7822 or schedule online at novacarwellness.com.